No, it's covered long, dude.
Oh, you want to cover here?
Yes.
Cutting right there then.
So you know we've been getting a lot of people asking us about gear ratios. Again, I want to do something slightly different from what everybody else is talking about gear ratio. The gear ratio I want to talk about is...
It's on fire.
What?
Go! Well done.
So the gear ratio I want to focus on is on the bigger bikes. Get a lot of questions like, hey, you know what is the right gearing size? What is the gear size I need? It's a very hard question to answer because these bikes right here are not the typical 20-inch bikes. If it was a 20-inch bikes and we're talking about street riding versus trail riding, those are two different gears. I could tell you, trail riding, you need a lot of speed. Street riding, depending on what you do, you don't need a lot of speed. I'm gonna fire that guy. Somebody gonna fire that guy?
Max, you're fired. Go home, kid. You're done.
You're fired. Get back on the boat. We're shipping you back.
I'm done now.
He was born here.
Oh yeah. Get back on the bus.
You pulled him out of school years ago.
This damn kid on the scooter, man. He's trying to put a bat onto a scooter.
Ethan is the one that's like the driving force to all of this.
No, he wants a trumpet. So on these bigger bikes, it's slightly different because these guys, they go on long rides. All the big cruiser guys, 26, 29, 27, 45, 24. They're like, you know what? We go on a long ride, and I noticed the guy next to me. He's hauling ass. He's going faster. So what is the right gear size for me? That's a very difficult question because I could set it up where you guys could go faster by putting you on a bigger front gear. That will allow less revolution of this crank per pedal for you to propel you go faster. But here's the thing. If you go on a ride and the ride is a very hilly area, then your gear is gonna be so big, it's gonna be heavy for you to pedal. So in those areas, you want your gearing to be a little bit lighter. So how you go lighter is if you go with the smaller front gear. Why lighter? Because you're gonna be climbing, going up and down. So it's gonna be lighter gearing. When you're gonna go on a ride and the ride is more in a flat area like Orange County, Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, that area, there's no climbing involved, there's no descending involved. So you could go with bigger gearings. So there's multiple ways to doing that. You could either go bigger gear in the front if you want top speed, or you go smaller gearing in the back. Either or will work. But you guys gotta be careful. On some of the frames, you could only go smaller if it's a flip-flop. How do you guys know if it's flip-flop? If it's threaded on both sides. Threaded on this side, threaded on this side. And this Code Devotion right here is not flip-flop. It is a cassette.
Cut set.
No, cutlet. So in this, you just have to change the cog to a smaller one. If you don't want to change the cog to a smaller one, you want a fancy gear, then go with a bigger gear in the front. That way it'll allow you to go faster. But keep in mind, is that gearing right for you? Well, if you're gonna take that same setup and you're gonna go up to LA, you're gonna go up to like a hilly area to ride, that bike's gonna be very heavy for you to climb. And guess what? It's gonna wear you out. You're gonna be a little bit slower. Some of you guys are, you know what? I do a lot of wheelies. Well, you know what? Having a smaller gear in the front will allow you to pop up the front a little bit easier. But once you get the front wheel up, you got to keep the speed to get the front wheel up. And that's where the smaller gear is going to go against you. So when you're doing the wheelie thing, that's another entirely different gear ratio. You want more pulling and you want taller gear. That's just my opinion. You just have to pull real hard, get it up. Once you get up, the bigger gear is going to keep you propelling going.
What's the rule of thumb? 1 in the back for 3 teeth in the front?
No. Yeah, you know what? Alf is right. Alf knows his stuff.
Why were you stroking that frame when you said that?
It's a nice frame. It's black tubing. You know, it's
too far.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Huh? Okay, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, Alf is right. The rule of thumb is 1 teeth in the back equals 3 teeth in the front. So right now, if this is a 15 tooth, if you want to increase 1 tooth back here, that means it's going to. What are you saying? What are you guys just talking trash about me? So if you increase one tooth in the back, your gearing's it's going to be lighter. It's almost like if you're going to go 3 teeth smaller in the front. You guys follow me? One tooth taller in the back, it's the same thing as going 3 teeth small in the front. If you want to go up, then you got to go down 1 here or up 3 in the front. A little bit confusing, but I hope you guys understand that. So when you guys are asking about gear ratio, what is the right gear ratio for me? It's hard. It's where you're at, where you're riding at.
You should also probably explain, it starts off at like 4416 is the most traditional one, where it originally started from.
Oh my God. What the hell is that?
He's excited.
It's so loud. He did come out here.
You walk there like a Frankenstein. Oh, after all that gusses.
Dude, this thing's so loud.
So, Alf made a really good point. The typical 4416 that you normally see on a 20-inch, specifically a old school 20-inch, it doesn't apply to this because if you look on a 20-inch, the wheel's a lot smaller. It takes less effort to push this thing down and move a 20-inch wheel than on a 29-inch wheel. That's why a lot of these big bikes, the gear ratio is not the same as a 20-inch. So it's not the same. So don't use that as reference.
What is this though?
This one right here, it is
So it's
a
like 36 or 39?
15, if I'm correct. That's a 15 in the back and this is a 30. And they did that because the size of this wheel, it takes a little bit more juice to push this thing down to get this big wheel rolling. Now, if we were to take this same gearing size and put it on a 20-inch, it'll feel totally different. You guys, wait, I have that same gearing size on my 29. No, you got a smaller wheel. It takes less effort to move that. That damn kid, what's he doing outside?
He's all excited. Rabbit! He's smiling bigger than you with that customer earlier today.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, guys, so again, let me recap. When you guys come in, you guys say, hey, you know what is the right gearing for me? It's what are your intentions with the bike? Where are you riding with the bike? That matters. You can't go, hey, my buddy's on this gear and I want to go as fast or I want to do this. No, his whole setup, height of the bar, everything. Okay? So keep that in mind. You guys got any question, comment, and subscribe. Good news is Alf is working on the website. Like I said, you guys, a lot of you guys want to give us some support, give us a business. I love that. But our website was so out of date and it wasn't being maintained right. So Alf and his posse is getting taken care of that. And so if you guys want some merch, when is it gonna be launched?
Mason? Yeah. When are we launching the website?
Yeah, if you weren't on like porn, are you on porn again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, see, look.
By the weekend. So by the time that they watch this video, it'll already be.
Okay, so yeah, you guys chime in, check it out, give us some support.
EPICBMX.com.
EPICBMX.com. Thank you guys.